First the Eagles, then Villanova. Next up the Sixers. I don't think anyone's seriously anointing Philly the new city of champions, but the buy-in with the Sixers has been noticeable, and it's been understandable. They haven't lost a game in more than a month. There's a ton of young talent, and the atmosphere at home games is a blast. Still, are they just going to show up to the playoffs with no experience together at this stage and run everyone? Seems a little bit ambitious, doesn't it? All right, so Kevin Hart's there to ring the bell.
There he is.
Yeah, that's Steve's favorite guy. Dwayne Wade, though, he rang the bell, turned back the clock, however you want to put it, and he gave some to everybody. Marco Bellinelli, right there in the old eye hole. Then later, T.J. McConnell, he gets lost in the sauce, and frankly, there's not anything you can do there. And Simmons checks him on a switch there.
Tried to.
A season high for Wade in this one. They're up a dozen, little scoop. What a first half. 21 points, 8 of 9 shooting. Everyone taking a run at him defensively. Wade also passes Larry Bird for 10th place on the all-time postseason scoring list. Philly's down heading into the fourth. Brett Brown, here's what he had to say.
All we need is a few sniffs. We just got to get like 3-4 possessions in a row, and we'll get back in this thing. We need 2-3 stops in a row. Get this building going.
All right. Speaking of ambitious, just needed some stops, but they could get some stops, and here they go. A run out. Woo-woo! Simmons with a punch. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. They're down a ton. 6-point deficit. Justice Winslow, if I'm Philly, I'll let you have that shot. Simmons, such great vision. Saric, great body control. Despite shooting 20% from 3 in the game, Philly's suddenly within 4. It's now a 2-point game. Huge moment here. Wade, steal, the run out. And here's what Wade had to say to our Ramona Shelburne afterwards.
What got into you tonight?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, really?
Yep. Thank Kevin Hart for that.
So it's his fault.
Blame him.
Late, 6-point game. Philly can get back in it. There's the shooter, but the pass gets past J.J. Redick. Redick in disbelief. Joel Embiid could only watch, and then afterwards had some comments on the gram. We'll get to those in a bit. The Heat. Some comments there on the way out for Hart, and some comments after the game.
I felt we had control of the game from the beginning. I like the way that we attacked it. Similar to game one, we was in control early, but we let it go in the third. Our starters did an amazing job in the third quarter of coming out. Whatever run they threw at us, we withstood it, and we came back and made our own. So this is a great team win for this young group in the playoffs, and hopefully we can keep it building off this.
We haven't lost since March, I think, 13th. And, you know, this game equals the NBA playoffs. This is a snapshot to what you should expect when, you know, a team is going down 2-0 if they're not able to find a win.
I hate this feeling, but maybe it's a good reminder for everybody, you know, for the next game to really focus and lock in. You know, every game is important.
Tim Legler is here. We'll get to Wade, who was brilliant. Yeah. But how brilliant was Coach Spoelstra, and how much credit should he get for what happened?
A ton, because he challenged his team's toughness. I mean, it was a 2.5-hour party in game one in South Philly. He knew they had to come out and take some stuff away. And when you challenge your team, sometimes guys don't respond. There's enough respect there for Derek Spoelstra. They responded. Here's what I'm talking about. I mean, it starts with this. This is Ben Simmons right here, okay? And he's trying to get this inbounds. And you got basically a triangle of dudes getting ready to hit him before he even gets a basketball. It was 94 feet the entire time. Take a look, Scott, at how many times they make contact with Ben Simmons in this possession. There's one. Whiteside gets up in him. Now Ben comes and gets it. Boom. There's 2 right there. Winslow. He pushes off on Winslow. It's a second contact. And now we're going to go a little dribble. Boom. Right there. There's a third contact. And you got a wall back here ready to help if he beats you. Now, Winslow, once again, jam up in him. Boom. 4 times, 1 possession. Nobody else touched the ball. 9 seconds off the shot clock. And then on the last one, this 5th one right here, Ben Simmons just gets frustrated. See that right chicken wing come out. He throws Winslow to the ground. They made him work for 94 feet. No one else touches the ball. He gets an offensive foul. Here's another example right here.
You're not going to tell us straight what Winslow said, I guess. Okay.
I'll save that. That's a different network. Here we go. Josh Richardson, take a look at this. Take away space. 18 threes in the first game for the Sixers. Look at the effort on the part of Richardson. Close out a rec. Now, JJ is real clever here. He's going to come here, try to come back and get this handoff. But look at the effort. Richardson denies, comes back over here, denies again. Redick gets it. He's going to take up off the dribble in this direction. Again, relentless pursuit on the part of Richardson. Chases him to the baseline. Think it's over? Not quite. JJ is going to give it up, come here for a dribble handoff. Look at Richardson chase him all the way around to the basketball, and then this is the best part. It's very difficult to go up in the air and block a jump shot like that. Times it up, creates the pressure, takes away the space, and on the other end, he finishes it off. A great sequence here for Richardson, who contributed tonight, really struggled in game one, finishes it off with a jumper. They took away space. They made it a street fight. The Sixers were rattled a little bit by that. Miami took the fight to them, and then they held on in the second half when the Sixers got unleashed. But bottom line is they needed one. They got one. They go home to Miami, feel like they're in this thing.
What do you attribute Wade's performance to?
I think he realized his young players on his team that were rattled in the first game needed to see that veteran, that legend, come in the game and get to work early. He got himself lathered up before the game. You could see the sweat when he checked in. He had a different mindset tonight. He had 21 in the first half. That calmed everybody down like, I got this. One of the great players of our generation.
This also means that there'll be a Game 5 in Philly. Just if anyone had tickets to a Game 5.
I kind of do have some tickets, kids. We're going. My daughter, already heard from my daughter.
Yeah.
We didn't want to sweep.
Okay, just if anybody was interested. Thanks, Tim.